Carolina and Boston College in game one. Lexi Donarski inside to Maria Gokdang. The former Boston College Eagle has the first points for North Carolina.
They only make 6 threes a game.
And can they get into it a little bit earlier today, Debbie, than they did yesterday? As Usby trying to keep pace with North Carolina, though the Tar Heels have the first 4 points of the game. Usby makes it 6.
That's Alyssa Usby's game right there, which is more consistently her range, and then tremendous footwork on the interior to be able to counter. I mean, I'm excited about her being back because I think it matters for North Carolina. It definitely shows the NCAA selection committee that they are going to be full by the time Renaya Kelly gets healthy as well.
Yeah, Grace Townsend in the starting lineup once again in place of Kelly, although Renaya Kelly is sitting the first spot on the bench over there, so we'll see if we get a chance to see her today. There is Townsend taking it to the basket.
You got to be really crisp, sharp, pass the ball with a purpose, cut with a purpose.
There's the first points for Boston College, and they come off the bench from freshman Tatum Green.
Has won 9 ACC tournament championships and
is wearing some Boston College maroon today, though. Had to swap out of that North Carolina colors, at least for today. Donarski, another 3, yes, so smooth. As you just broke down, that is where she likes to have the ball in her hands. Ready to go for 3. Wagner couldn't get it, but Njai follows up. Wagner, quiet start so far for Boston College. Outside for the 3 from Green. Trayana Crisp, Blanca Thomas, both in the game off the bench for the Tar Heels, along with Lainey Grant. There is Thomas inside for her first 2. Njai. Crisp thought she had it. Instead, it stays with Boston College, and Tatum Green is hot. She was shooting 60%, 9 of 15, so Boston College should continue getting her the ball. Kayla Ivey! And shooting is contagious right now. North Carolina starting this game 11-0. It had been a 6-0 run until that Townsend basket. Eagles started 0 for 3 from the floor, finished 5 of 8 in the first, and North Carolina gets a triple from Trayana Crisp. Tar Heels looking to get some mojo back here in Greensboro as Sidbury has her first point. 17 rebounds for Sidbury. That performance only slightly overshadowed by what Dontavia Wagner did, Todd. And this was a lot of what Boston College did really well yesterday once they got their offense rolling. Out of Apex, North Carolina, with a slight detour to Stanford where she started her career. Crisp, boy, she has been stone cold when she has launched the 3s in this one. Grad transfer from Charleston Southern for the Eagles.
Really nice fadeaway.
Usby had it blocked. And she is now, with those 13 points, tied her season high. Still with plenty of game to go. Donarski given some room to shoot. She'll make you pay. Yeah, she's having a great game. I mean, she's really carrying this Boston College team, and they've needed it. They need somebody to step up. Daly got positioning inside.
Impressed with BC. After that 11-0 run by North Carolina, they seem to have settled in. This is just a great job of posting and taking advantage.
This North Carolina defense, though, has been the best in the ACC in a lot of categories throughout most of the season.
Well, I love the sprinkle in of the traps here and there. Coach Banghart trying to keep BC off balance.
North Carolina wants to be at home for the NCAA tournament. A win here, and Charlie Cream says that would secure that spot. Alyssa Usby, tough take to the basket.
Weight room bucket. Usby doing. She might be on the ain't no joke team too, because her game ain't no joke when it comes to her ability around the rim.
The 3, good for Navarre, who's now in double digits with 10. Number 0 there for Boston College, freshman out of Fresno, California.
Ivory Latta ought to appreciate this because she's listed at, I think, 5'4". She's only about 5'1".
Keeping Boston College's hopes alive for a quarterfinal. Donarski cannot leave her open.
Which is the way I would guard BC. You can't give her that much space.
Wagner rips the rebound away.
This opportunity for BC right here. They've been able to get a couple of stops in a row.
The three, yes, it's good for Ivy. Grant answers on the other end for the Tar Heels.
Back-to-back triples for the Tar Heels.
And Boston College has really been streaky with the three. There's Sidbury, her first points of this half. Yeah, coming in, shooting at just 25% from three. Did hit a couple in the first half, as I said, but misses both free throws.
North Carolina switching it up to some zone.
Samuel for three as the triples continue to rain down.
At the beginning of the season, she didn't really look to pass, but now if you double her, she can make a play out of it.
Just 2 points in the game for Gokdang, coming off a career-high 25 in that loss to Virginia to end the regular season.
Todd doing a nice job keeping her dribble alive on the baseline.
Townsend. Gokdang on the offensive glass, no.
You can see what kind of impact she can have without scoring. Her presence is important. And Kennedy Jackson, that's her third basket. So now that she's made three, I'm going to say Kennedy has worked my basketball camp. They've come here 6 times and 5 times have gone home without a win.
Including last year. Shot clock winding down. Eagles need a shot, and they get it! Boston College, never say die in the post. Sidbury will get it back. Swings it over to Ivy. Another triple goes down. Boston College in front by 3. The Eagles did not miss from 3 in the third quarter. They were a perfect 4 of 4. The last one tying the game at the end. Incredible, too, to think that Boston College doing this largely without a lot of offensive production from Dontavia Wagner, who just has 4 points in the game, but the threes! Boston College hitting from outside. They nail another and lead this by 6. You hot, and the Eagles are right now. So the pressure on North Carolina a bit here, trying to hang on to that chance to host in the NCAA tournament.
Don't do anything to hurt your three-point shooting arm.
Ivy. They continue to go for BC here today. They are one three-pointer away from their season high. We're not yet at the point in the game where they can review that. Final 2 minutes, they can look at that on video review. Up until then, they just have each other to rely upon. Usby on the drive. There's the first points for the Tar Heels in the 4.
He is invaluable to North Carolina. The hard post up creates the lane, and then she takes it, shooter in the corner, can't pin. So that's a one-on-one opportunity, very well executed by North Carolina.
Sidbury aggressive, but Gokdang protecting the rim and then drawing the foul.
The irony of Wagner is that I would put her in on defensive possessions with 4 fouls, not on offensive possessions. Usually you save somebody for offensive possessions.
One possession game with the second. Usby, offensive rebound will do you one better.
Look what she's done since they've been down 9. North Carolina has relied on their defense all season, Jen.
And it's causing BC some problems now until that.
Watch Ivy stepping into one. Head Ivy, shoot till your arm falls off. Keep working yourself into space when you got the hot hand.
Gokdang gets her own rebound and puts it in.
And there's not many
who did not score a point or attempt a field goal in the win against Syracuse yesterday has come on here in the 4th. Lainey Grant, the Tar Heel defense turned into offense.
Balance over here in the deep corner. The pass is coming over the top. Watch this right here. She's just off balance. She's not catching the ball and falls, and Laney, the interceptor for two.
Little tap from Alyssa Usby.
That's 2 plays on the free throw line that Usby has made that are winning plays for her team.
Navarre, that's the finish she was looking for the last time around.
Usby keeps it alive off the free throw.
That touch from Wagner saved the fast break. Ivy lines it up, and she's missed her last 3 now.
Make a good decision here.
God dang, that's a good decision. They led by as many as 11, and those were the first 11 points of the game. Remember, this game started with an 11-0 Tar Heel run. That was a block from Gothdang, and then I think it bounced off of Usby's leg after the fact. Dinarski left open. Trouble!
That's a smart play by Grant.
The ACC's #1 defense rearing its head here in Greensboro. Gothdang.
You got a foul there. You can't give up that layup. And North Carolina doesn't have any of those on their resume.
BC manages to get it back. Jacayla Thompson's first points of the game. 7 points to deficit for Boston College. Time running out on their season. And the Tar Heels will walk away with the win in this one. 78-71 the final.
The freshman class has been good all year for Coach Fortner. And then Megan Duffy has got a team that has some veteran players all in new roles this year.
Matilda Eck with the ball now for Virginia Tech, one of the more familiar faces. As you alluded to, players having to really step up. Rose Mishaw, one of those players, a senior for the Hokies. Mishaw working on Blackshear on the interior, turns and hits.
Stay on that right shoulder, because she gets to that right shoulder, she is money on the block.
Had a couple of games she missed this season, and Virginia Tech really missed her. She does a lot for this team. Zoe Smith around and out. Georgia Tech still looking for their first points. Wright delivers.
Their three-point shooting team, when you recruit the kind of talent that Nell Fortner has recruited,
it's the most points Virginia Tech has scored in an ACC game in program history, that 105. White was following her shot up, but she didn't need to.
Now, Megan Duffy's system allows you to get shots. Now, will the right people be working off some of those actions and be able to make those plays as Morgan goes to work inside? She has a tremendous amount of experience, international experience as well. WNBA, former head coach of the Indiana Fever.
That is a tough basket by Misha. Mackie Nelson had checked in off the bench for the Hokies. She's been a real spark. Done. Pretty. And picks up her dribble, though. Good defense. 5 to shoot. Nelson. A little forced. Here comes Morgan, fresh off that career performance. 31 points in the last game for Georgia Tech, and the 3 from the corner is good.
2-on-1, and there is Danny Carnegie. One right here. You got one person back, and usually you would attack the rim a little bit better. However, that's what I'm talking about, the 3 W's, who to get the ball to, when and where. Tony Morgan knew Carnegie was spotted up in the deep corner.
And there's a triple on the other end from Eck. And then White and Misha have only missed a couple of starts apiece. Carnegie, 5 points now.
Change of pace.
Wenzel goes to Peterson. How about that play Megan Duffy drew up? Brings in the freshman, and her very first touch results in 2 points.
You know, mixing them in and with the talent that they had returning. And then this one right here, Tony Morgan going to work. I'm a huge fan of Tony Morgan.
A drive, and Ariadna Tiramis on the floor defending for Georgia Tech. Still, Tony Morgan's previous career high before that 31 in the last game at Stanford was against Virginia Tech. Had 28 points in that overtime loss. Virginia Tech just 6 of 21 from the floor. They've only attempted 2 threes so far.
Nice backdoor. Beautifully done. Very well executed by Coach Duffy's team. Watch this play right here. Go this way. Matilda Eck's going to do a great job of V-cutting backdoor, setting this up. This is just a beautifully executed shooters in the corner.
10 on the shot clock. Morgan. And she is just cutting up that lane right now.
Having more shooters with the ability off the bounce has really added to Nell Fortner's depth, has made them just a more dangerous defensive team and offensive team. Tony Morgan knows that drop coverage is coming, and Termes can shoot the triple. That is well designed. Right now, Morgan controlling the whole game for Georgia Tech.
7-point Georgia Tech lead now.
I think Karis Baker's got to get going too. And Matilda Eck, a brilliant three-point threat. Watch Matilda Eck right here come off this pin down, set her feet, and does a nice job of quickly get.
Eck gets it off the inbounds over to Misha, who was hot early for Virginia Tech. She has 8. Dunn spins herself free.
Nice float game right there by Kara Dunn. Let me get credit for it. Kara Dunn reading the D, scoring on a closeout.
And the score is 105-94. There are going to be some big numbers put up, and Matilda Eck's putting them up right now.
Middle of the floor, and then Eck. Miscommunication. If there is a tomorrow. Which there will be for Georgia Tech.
Postseason's all about.
Matilda Eck, shoot till your arm falls off. My goodness. This is just tremendous. She's going to come off that little pin screen.
Good thing Muffet and I didn't wear our pink blazers on the same day.
Why not? You could look like the Hall of Famer over there, Jen. You could be cool if you're wearing what Muffet's wearing.
Well, that is true. Georgia Tech is led by as many as 7 in this game, but right now, they do tie it up. How about that? Great season the Hokies had last year, but has taken advantage of her opportunity this year. Morgan, shot clock, short again, doesn't matter.
It's a great job right here of executing. 2-man game, clear it out. And Carly Wenzel has yet to get going, 0 for 7. She's their leading scorer coming into the game.
Smith had an open lane, took advantage.
Watch right here, Morgan slicing the floor in transition, running hard ahead.
Block, White hung in the air and snatched that ball away. I said our defense has got to be better than what it's been in these last few.
Chit-Chat Wright does a good job of icing that ball screen. She's not allowing Wenzel to try to reverse it. And there's Karis Baker in transition.
Wenzel dishes to Misha.
Baker with a triple, and then to the rim, and the throwback to Misha. But that Duke NC State game in Reynolds Coliseum on the Play for K game was absolutely fantastic as well.
3 on the shot clock for Wenzel. It's Virginia Tech with a 1-point lead at the moment. Morgan takes that away.
When you don't stop the ball early, you're putting all kinds of pressure on your transition defense. Third coming right at you. A little crossover. Georgia Tech's defense has been good. They have made it tough.
I think they heard the message from their head coach as Dunn flies in for 2. 37 the score. Georgia Tech with the advantage.
This game is a perfect example of how possessions shrink in March. What a play by Duffy off the timeout.
Different type of game. It's been tight most of the way.
Nell Fortner like a point guard over there, calling up the screens, dialing up the switches. And again, that switch, Eck ends up on Morgan.
Wenzel has 2, and that is her very first field goal of the game. She was 0 for 10 prior to that bucket. Makes it a 2-point. Morgan wants a closer look, gets it.
Attacking that top foot.
Morgan breaking out all the tools, but then White with the block. Dunn for three.
It may not be in the first quarter or the second quarter, but you can't sleep on Kara.
Carnegie helped out inside by Blackshear, and it's now the largest lead of the game for the Yellow Jackets. Virginia Tech needing some stops on this end of the floor. Dunn, open look for three.
This is a nice inside out. Good pass by Carnegie. Dunn spotted up on.
Avenge that regular season double overtime loss. Carnegie, why not?
I mean, if you're thinking slow it down and take some time, that is not who Georgia Tech is. By Danny Carnegie. We're not slowing it down right now.
Shows you the trust she has, and that shows you why. Chit chat right.
See if she really does have any size, because Ivory, I don't know, I think Ivory was always listed at 5'6". I never believed that was true.
Good take by Kara Dunn. Misha. Seen an awful lot of this, and when Virginia Tech, needs a basket, they have tried to go to number 4 to get it.
Oh, she works hard for position and does her.
No problem for Chit Chat right. Over to Carnegie. ACC 6th Player of the Year gets an assist to Blackshear.
I want to take a second here to talk about the incredible job that Megan Duffy has done in her first year. You know, she's been a highly successful and decorated player. She's been a Coach of the Year in the Big East. She's worked her way as an assistant to get an opportunity to be here, and to replace Kenny Brooks was no easy feat.
Rusna Augustineta, number 23 on the floor for Georgia Tech, but time running out for Virginia Tech, and only time will tell. Have they done enough to get into that NCAA tournament field? They could have used a little more of that in the second half.
Putting a lot of pressure on the transition defense of Virginia Tech, and these little guards, these freshman guards for Nell Fortner have been fantastic. Danny Carnegie and Chit Chat Wright to complement what Tony Morgan and Kara Dunn bring to the team.
Their careers just getting started were players like Misha, senior for the Hokies. Misha, big game to lead Virginia Tech today, but Georgia Tech and their young cast of characters just too much, picking up the win in this one. 72-57 your final.
Already 3 offensive rebounds for the Bears, and there's the player that you just referenced, and Michelle Onya, who's so important inside. Turn, but is out there in the starting lineup. And here's Latasha Latimore, healthy for the first time in her collegiate career. And then running the length of the court with the finish, it's Marta Suarez that is trying to get back to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2018.
One of the most wins since the 17-18 season. Coach Mox has done an outstanding job, and there's Onya again.
Kamora Johnson, who had picked up a foul on the last trip down on the offensive side, missed the shot. UVA 0 for 3, and here comes Cal, and there's a timeout for the Cavaliers. So California coming out of the gates on fire.
Well, established on the interior, and
that's the second giveaway for Virginia. But then Kamora Johnson takes it right back. Johnson up, in, and there are the first points for the Cavs.
Not giving teams the ability to go on runs with unforced turnovers.
Drive into the basket. They are getting a lot of paint points. That's Twydale to go to the NBA. Gottlieb now the USC head coach. There's the 3, and it pours in for Suarez.
Well, again, you've got a drive and you got a rotation, a little bit late on the rotation, and the extra thrust from the Cal Bears early.
Not at all. They have hit 6 straight shots after missing their first 3. And a much-needed shot from the baseline. or Brianna Hurd. Oh, Johnson almost with a spectacular play, and then the transition working. Cremili able to get it into Onya, who's got 6. Hurd. Boy, she's kind of announced her presence with authority. The true freshman now with 5 points quickly as she came in off the bench.
So has the ability to fill it up.
Cremili stops just inside the free throw line, got an open look. That's her first of Cal starters, average in double figures. Clark, a little bit of contact, nothing called. Johnson looking inside, and let's see, Lattimore is able to get the basket. Clark, they go around the horn to Johnson. Just saw a little bit of daylight. Followed her own miss. Cremili in much better condition than last year, really running the floor well. Johnson guarded by Noble now. Noyan with the long 2. Hurd has made a difference coming in off the bench. And Williams, her first. And Hurd again, blocked by Onya.
Well, 8 early points, establishing herself offensively, but also protecting the paint.
Picked up by Clark. Now Williams, floater, left it short. Onya, boy, you're so right. And the winner of this game will play Notre Dame tomorrow evening. Inside and more paint points. That's 18 paint points now for Cal. UVA just with 13 total.
Cal keeping Virginia out of the paint, not letting them have anything.
And then the tip shot, Cremili able to get in there, and then, wow, a big collision. Already down 26-13. Shot clock into single digits now for Williams. Nice pass inside. Hurd with the defense, but somehow Suarez was still able to score. Johnson with the clean look.
Miscommunication defensively.
Suarez with the long 2. Wow, Suarez now into double figures.
And she's such a tough matchup because of her ability to do that. She can use her frame and her size and take you on the interior if you guard her with a small. As Paris Clark gets it too. Has committed to being in the best shape she can possibly be in, committed to advancing her game.
Terrific drive and dish for Kamora Johnson. Like the last few weeks, still no Renaya Kelly, which is problematic. Carolina has advanced to the quarters. Look at the Bears. Everything clicking. Noble. So many different options. Clark, toughie off glass.
I love it when you say toughie. That was a toughie by Paris Clark.
Wydale to Onya. Oh, man.
Michelle Onya is so good with that left hand.
Drive. Kept alive. Cremili. Catch. Shot. Drop. To Clark. Bottled up, and that's, Suarez with the height advantage.
Yeah, but a real good D by Suarez, just containing the drive. Paris looking to attack a mismatch.
Turn around, and it falls in for Noyan. Suarez with the move. Cal trying to win its 25th game of the season. Good save by Williams. And there's the three, Suarez.
She gets 4 or more.
That important as the inside presence, as Steph mentioned, with all those three-point shooters. Twydale's one of them. You will see them all tomorrow. Meanwhile, Virginia, an uphill battle the entire game here against Cal. The winner will play Notre Dame in our third game tomorrow at 5 Eastern time.
It's bumps in the road, and when she was talking to us before the game and talking about how proud she was of Michelle Onya, she also said her imprint is all over this program and the improvement in this program.
Clark bottled up. Johnson able to slice her way in.
This is a nice cut off the ball and a good look by Paris Clark. Virginia's going to need some more of that.
Williams got a good look at a three. Here comes Clark driving on Cremili and getting the basket.
Not many opportunities for Virginia in transition.
Onya on the bench now with 3 personal fouls. In this second round matchup, McGee with the three. In the open floor, Virginia, this is their best stretch of the game, an 8-0 run. Make it 10-0.
Well, look, this is a program, this is a team.
Suarez over to Williams with the shot clock winding down. Corner three, and that ends the run. And that goes in. Suarez gets it, head up. Boy, they absolutely did not account for Noble. Hurd cut off by Cremili. Shot clock single digits. Johnson somehow able to get that shot up and in. Suarez backing up Hurd, and then they get it out to the perimeter for Twydale to do her thing.
That's a great take by Paris Clark.
Much deeper bench for Cal, and with this lead, coach trying some different combinations. Nice block there by Noyan.
Yeah, it's a good rotation defense.
Just into the game and kicking it out. Good look at the three, and Twydale has been perfect here in the second half.
But again, the lack of depth for Virginia. Now you got another player that goes down as Kamora Johnson knocks down the first three of the ball game for her. He eliminated Virginia. It took her 3 to 4 months just to even get her on campus to have a conversation. Former ball kid for the university.
Cremili got it blocked by Clark.
Great defense by Paris Clark to stay in the play. She's behind after the handoff happens, but stays in the play. Good containment.
Shot clock winding down. Williams found a little bit of daylight and took advantage of it.
Coach Mox has done most wins this season since the 17-18 season. In 2023, tripled the win total from the previous 2 seasons combined.
Suarez missed a bunny. She's had a good game, 16 points, 10 boards, her 4th double-double of the season. Johnson! That's just a little smidge of her talent. She's so good. Knocks it down, and it's only a 13-point game.
The resilience, Coach Mox's
quarter. Williams, good look on the baseline. She has a double-double, her 9th of the season. With that rebound, Suarez also with the double-double. Sharman Smith's team. Good look at Taj, a freshman from San Diego. Leah Williams, that's a good sign for Williams to get going. Perry, the freshman,
You're going to see the diagonal screen, cross screen right here for Cochran. Yep, giving her one.
Great look. Williams into Cochran.
She's just shading that left hand a little bit off, so she's not getting taken to the rim by just speed. And Olivia Cochran gets another two.
Clemson, very different team when she's not on the floor. Thompson challenging Nyla Harris, pardon me, and getting the bucket.
Yeah.
Clemson still looking for its first points. And who else? Raven Thompson.
Well, Raven Thompson's been instant offense off the bench for Clemson all season long, and a great job of attack.
And now Loyal is back in after getting shaken up on a foul. Harris gets it over to Arenas, who's getting some action here.
And I think Jeff Walls challenged Nyla Harris in that huddle on the defensive end. Comes up with the big one right there, and what a shot.
Arenas. This time Bulolo.
That's that pace, right? That's the pace that Louisville wants. They want it to be an up-tempo possession ball game.
McQueen kicking it out. Good look at the three for more. And she knocks it home. McQueen looking for some space. Draws the double and somehow.
And it's been her connectedness with her team, getting other players involved, really understanding what Sean Poppy wants.
Anna Cone, 2 for 2 from 3 tonight. Pam Ward and Stephanie White joining you in this final second-round game. And a powerful move for McKinley Randolph, a true freshman from LA.
Post players, maybe getting it inside and back out.
Inside, McQueen give her the assist. Louisville in the last 3 minutes of the first quarter without a field goal.
To the rim, to hunt opportunities to score the basketball.
3-year starter at Miami and transferring over to Louisville. Amari Berry, who got the start. Play at a great pace. Just found a little sweet spot in the lane.
I like that. Not enough college teams use it in rotation from the start by setting that high drag.
Now underneath. It's a good look from Miller into Cone.
It's an easy two, and they're getting the movement, attacking the basket. Cone, great job of getting to the rim. Pamela, that's giving this team a lift.
Certainly. In the first quarter, the bench had 10 points. The starters only 3. Nothing called, and Williams comes away. Driving on Poole, tough shot, and it goes in!
And it's being able to finish at the rim. Nobody picks up the ball. Great job by Williams of attacking.
Cone. Arenas. Up and in! And McQueen is on the bench. Finally, the drought is over. Arenas lost it. More challenging Roberts and gets it off glass. Williams comes in.
Well, this is a great job, just getting a hand on the ball, able to get out in transition, and Mia Moore.
Here's McQueen back in the game. She has not scored. Finally does. It's her first bucket. Thompson dribbles into the paint and is able to score over Roberts. Very different when she's not out there, and in the last half dozen games averaging 19 points per game. Clemson starts off on the right foot with 8 points. Louisville without a 3-point field goal. They played each other a week ago tonight, and in that game, the halftime score was 31-30. Here it's 30-29, and there's Cochran. McQueen found Poole. Cochran Backing up Poole, who got her hand on it.
That was great defense by Anya Poole.
Mia Moore, very nifty.
You see Mia Moore just slow down, change directions, and then explode out of that on-ball screen.
It gives Clemson another lead. And the lead goes right back. Evans found Poole, it was wide open.
Forced turnovers, and this is a good drive by Summer Evans. Not sure where the rotation was. Jeff
Roberts, good job to rid herself of the defender.
Some of that body control, Jeff Wall said. She's the most under control freshman. Louisville changing it up defensively, now going to his zone.
Evans, that's a zone buster with the three. Also out with a little back issue tonight. This is the biggest lead of the game for Clemson. Roberts doesn't get the bounce, but it was somehow tipped in. Coverage will begin at 11 a.m. Eastern from here in Greensboro. We will see the top 4 seeds for the first time in the tournament. Olivia Cochran. Leading scorer on the season, though, makes a nice read to get it into Miller.
And so she's not helping, and she's not getting back.
Arenas had a good look at it, and that's the first 3 that Louisville has hit tonight.
Playing the percentages everywhere else.
Fancy footwork for Randolph, who flexes after the made shot. Queen draws the contact, count the bucket.
It's been a struggle for Loyal McQueen from the floor. This is a big-time play right here. She knows able to get out to theirs. They've been able to play in transition, but Clemson's done a good job of dictating tempo.
No Jada Curry out with a shoulder injury, as Williams, after we say she's crushing it,
Still
gets another
crushing it.
basket.
After timeout execution, going right to Jalea Williams with the matchup. May got away with a little hook right there, but
Louisville with a chance to break the tie. Roberts found room.
you know what I love about that with Taj Roberts.
Roberts.
Nice.
Beautiful post-to-post passing.
That was great execution.
Queen into Miller. Around the horn to Cone. Oh, Hannah Cone.
This is a heck of a play defensively, right? You're in rotation, but offense was a little bit better. Late.
Randolph working the baseline. Oh my goodness! And puts in the reverse.
Big time 3, and Jeff Wall's going to McKinley Randolph. What a read right here by your young player. I'm not sure why you take that chance out there if you're Olivia Cochran. But good D.
McQueen,
Nice.
tough shot, left it short. Huge rebound for Randolph.
Who's not available? These young players getting these moments.
Roberts tries to run away from Moore, who grabbed her fairly quickly. So it's 1 out of 2. Still a 1-possession game. Here comes Cone, their best 3-point shooter, and she hits it! Hannah Cone with 4.5 seconds left.
Real quick right here, look, she's getting out, and then the screener's just chasing her back into the play, and there was supposed to... And look at the matchup, who's on Cone right now with Olivia Cochran getting in the mix.
Loyal McQueen. Roberts, a long way to get that pass. Now goes up, under, and in.
What a play. Again, going to the action that leads to a step up. Here's this step up, the hesitation. She gets the defender behind her. She reads the second layer. That's a tough finish.
Down 3 as we hit 3 minutes to go in overtime. McQueen with the finish, as Miller must have seen her out of the corner of her eye with under a minute. McQueen to Miller for the... Did not take the shot. Instead, they go to Thompson. Are you kidding me? Shot clock at 5. McQueen, Thompson for the 3, way short, but it's saved in by Cone. And there was a shot clock violation. So Roberts try to salt this game away. Watches. Arenas on the bench is giving them some good minutes. Another freshman. Roberts gets them both. Out of timeouts. Berry with the miss. And the Louisville Cardinals, for the 11th straight year, go to the quarterfinals of the ACC tournament with the 70-68 overtime win.